Welcome to another episode of the Nude Edition of the Soulful podcast with Mariya
and Rali.
So today we promised to talk about eating disorders and weight, emotional, physical weight. But how is?
Can we skip?
Yeah.
I want to leave. Leave the building.
Well, I believe that many women are going to resonate a lot with what we want to share. Both of us
Yes.
have been struggling in the past through eating disorder. In my case, was binge eating, emotional eating.
Same. Mine was the same.
And not very nice phase of my life. It was like around 1.5 years. In that state that you're just looking for food, to practically not thinking about life, about stress, about anything.
This is how it started with the stress. Something gets triggered and you kind of leaned towards.
I work a lot on it, and that's why I believe that I got out of it so fast for only 1.5 years, because I know women that are struggling for decades for that. Because it didn't start with the stress. It started in the childhood. It started from the whole beginning, and this is like how the mechanism of it. And when I understood it, and when I worked on it and changed it changed completely everything. More about it, how to get out of it in the end. But I'm curious how it started for you, when you realized that the way you eat is not the regular normal way, and there is a problem.
Yes. When it started, I have no clue.
Okay.
I feel like it's been there all my life.
Oh wow! From your childhood, what do you remember?
Yes, I don't have a clue. I don't have it clear. Like same with anxiety, but that's another topic. My grandparents, as grandparents, they always used to give me like, eat this and eat this and eat this, like, because for them, having food is abundance, isn't it?
This is the Bulgarian love language. Let's feed someone until you collapse,
Yes, exactly,
they collapse.
Exactly. And well, I didn't know I have a problem. I used to lean towards it all the time, because it's food, you need to eat. Obviously, I struggle with body image, self-acceptance, and in the recent years, maybe last, 5, 6 years, something like this, very recently, I realized that's actually a problem. Like, oh, there's something here.
Wow.
And I started looking from where it comes. Is it related to anxiety? Is it something separate? Where it comes from? Start asking questions like with everything. And from realizing to trying to control, to being able to control it a little bit, that was like the last, 5, 6 years. And then recently, very recently, after a therapy session as well, I actually stopped. Like I had a moment when I was like, oh, I have this emotion that makes me want to eat, but I'm not going to go and eat because it's okay. This emotion will pass. And then the emotion passed. And I was like, oh, it's actually, it can happen.
It's not the food you needed.
Exactly. But it used to be, yes, a way of take care of myself, in a way, somebody to take care of myself, nurturing.
Yeah.
A way to escape emotions, stress, including sometimes before sessions, because I'm nervous. I'm always nervous before sessions, and I want to eat. And then like recent years, I caught myself, why are you eating? You're not hungry. Going for a shoot, relax.
Sure, this is a performer and you, the
Yes.
perfectionist that have to do everything perfect,
Absolutely.
to do everything perfect. And the control, it's not the solution, unfortunately.
Yes.
Because we cannot control it long. And it came, sometimes like a eating disorder, like, just feeding whatever until you feel a little bit better. And then it can go straight to sports addiction, to other things, but the key or the root of the problem is still there. And yeah, well, why food? This is also very difficult to get rid of it because, if there are cigarettes or drugs or something, you can completely cut them, like the exposure of it.
It's still hard, but at least it's something like outside, so you see, oh, this is a problem.
You cannot stop eating.
Exactly.
That's what I want
That's the problem.
You can try to not, smoke, to not get exposed to alcohol. But you cannot stop eating. That's something that you need. And our community, like we connect first, like how the brain is working. We connect food to being together. In Spain, they have the sobremesa, like even a term, like food celebration. So let's go meeting someone. Let's go for dinner. Let's go for lunch. First. Then it's a reward sometimes. So I don't know how it was in your childhood. Like if you do this and this nice, then you get an ice cream, or you get the chocolate, you get the candy, or if you eat, your soup and the healthy stuff and the broccoli, and then you get the chocolate. This is the other, part that our brain is like, okay, this is a reward. So, I was stressed. And then that's why we said like, yeah, but I deserve it, this cake. Because I did this and this and this. Your body, like your health doesn't deserve a cake, deserves a better kale, or can I mean, nothing wrong about the cake. The restrictions, these extremes are bad too, I believe. Like you still can have the cake, but enjoy it. You deserve it anyway. Yeah, you deserve everything for the nature of your being, just being here.
Yes, because with binge eating, what happens is like, it starts with I deserve it. I'll have one cookie too, and then the whole packet is gone. And then you're unconscious what actually has happened. Why you're so full? The so full that you wanna, you wanna feel sick. Is that fullness? I used to miss that.
And how you feel after that?
Horrible. Then you start
shame,
guilt. Then it starts. I used to even try to be sick in the toilet.
No, everyone's tried. This is fortunately not my thing, but for some people works. And laxatives to get it out from this way or the other. Exactly. There's so much. And nowadays, when we live in a world of peptides that you can order on internet, or Ozempic or all the other things. They helped. There is another topic that we can cover another episode about all the harm they can also do for the body. But the problem is that if you lose the weight with this extra, peptides or whatever you try, the root stays and it's going to hit you from somewhere else. It's not going to be with weight. It will be because the way you feel doesn't change with the peptides. Yeah. The way you feel about yourself, the way you see yourself. And I believe that is the problem. And the one thing is that we connect food to all these things, collectivity, reward, distraction, and so on. And also, it's easier to, it's affordable, it's there. Mm-hmm. And but as you said,
that vicious circle as well. It's you feel bad, you feel low, you want to eat. Because it's not too bad, it's just food. And then you eat it, and then you feel bad, and you start I used to start torturing myself. And all these photographs is like, no, look at you, you're so bad, your body, da, 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 da. But at the same time, I'm eating these sweets or these, not even sweets, I used to binge eating with nuts.
With healthy stuff.
With healthy stuff, sure. Just the amount. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm not eating bad things. Yeah, but you're eating bad amount. So...
it's still the calories and the weight is there, and but as you said, like it's all about why it is coming, and it starts with awareness. The moment you realize that, okay, I feel like I want to eat, but questioning it, am I really hungry, or I just feel overwhelmed or anxious, and then I need this to just, and then you can see it like, be grateful for. I am super grateful for that, time of my life, because it showed me that, something inside is needs some more love, some more attention, some more acceptance. Exactly. And when you really ask yourself, it's like, do I really need this, cake, nuts, bread? I remember, like I used to I have a dental practice in Germany with a really full plan, like for weeks in ahead. There were days that I was having like 20 and more patients. So you're like, from the one office to another, like, don't have time to anything. And then I was waiting to get the break for like 40 minutes or something. I remember I was living very close to my office, going back home and eating like almost a whole bread with Nutella to just relax, because all the decisions you make, like a single mother, the whole business, all the people in the practice, like all their problems or solutions you have to and also delegate, like you did this and you did this, the whole team were like all the responsibilities. And at some point I was like wanting to do everything perfect, wanting to control it and so on. And this was like, okay, let's just I cannot even right now when I look it back, I don't know where all this stuff got like how but it was like like really shivering, and then eating, because I know, okay, I have 10 minutes and then I have to go back to that field. I was like feeling this overwhelming emotion. And then I realized it wasn't, it was like there are many things I realized in I think
on the way.
and in a few months it got clear to me, like where it's coming from, what are the emotions, where are they coming from. And it's always in the childhood, like if you talk with your inner child, and this is like the part of you that got this experience when it was young, and then felt that way. When you connect to it and say, hey, what do you really want? Do you want a hug? Do you want attention? Do you want a break?
Do you feel lonely? Do you need somebody?
Yeah. And then do you need really this, I don't know, candy or steak or bread or whatever you like? Yeah. Or is something else you need, and then give it to you. That's why I believe in a morning routine, because this was my way out. Like in the morning, have this. I was very busy, like even 15 minutes. If you don't have an hour to, reflect and meditate, like 15 minutes, but only for you. Like you go through your feelings, why you feel like that, where it's coming from, is that really yours or someone? So because this is another thing again about the way we feel about ourselves and who we are. We don't accept that we are like we are. We try to be someone else because the society, the family, and anyone else want us to be like that. And the moment you realize that now you're an adult, now you take your own decision. Now you can do whatever you want, and who cares what your mom wanted, your dad wanted, your brother, your sister, your grandma, the whole society. Like you are here with your values, with your gifts, with your path, and accepting this and allowing yourself to be like you are. It's changing a lot.
Yeah, it's tough, but it helps. Like, if you treat your inner child like a child you have, for example, because if you have a child, I assume, you pay attention, you ask it what it wants and you let it be.
Yeah.
But sometimes with the inner child, we're like, no, you're not going to do this because somebody else told you, but they don't know you, So I used to struggle with this, and I'm still part of me is like, oof, but what other people are going to say? But hold on, you are an autonomous person, you are self-sufficient. Like you don't need anybody else.
That's
like
right.
In general, I mean, obviously we need the tribe, but like in general, you're like adult enough. You don't need anybody to take care of you. It's fine.
That's true, and but it's normal to want to be liked by others. That's the most natural thing. But in the way or in the moment that you like yourself so much, nobody else matters. Then you just attract your people who also like you. And if someone is not, then, there's the door.
Exactly, you're not bothered. Like, you don't like me? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And
focus on yourself.
you don't like everyone, and also everyone should not like you, Your people are going to find you. So, and this is very liberating, But this whole, the whole people pleasing, wanting to be someone because you get love and attention, and You know, like as a children, when our parents gave us love and attention. Well, when we were nice, when we did
Quiet.
what they want us and expected us to do. Well, let me tell you the secret: you're not a child anymore. You know, but this little piece of you, this little part of you, is still there and needs you to be now your parent. You know, your inner parent to be there and say, hey, you know what? You are allowed to do this, and if they don't like it, who
Is the
is,
problem.
yeah, who cares? So if you like it and you're defending yourself like the parent you needed back then, that's, you know, that's everything. You don't need anything else. And let's make
And
a short
also,
practice.
very often it happens that you're trying to please people who are not, you cannot please them. Whatever you do, whatever they want you to do, you do it and they're still not happy. So it's like, you're never going to please them. And whoever likes you and wants to be with you, it's going to be with you no matter what,
Anyway,
right?
yes.
So it's kind of, you're trying to please, but you're wasting your time. Try to please yourself and then...
That's
and
the
then
thing, yeah.
let's see what happens.
And just being aware and absolutely honest about who
Yeah.
you are, what are your values, what is really important to you. And yeah, this is the way you get out of it. And taking attention, let's do a small practice, like to,
Yes.
and next time you realize that you feel like eating a whole person or
Yes.
something, yeah, just you know, just if you want to, you can close your eyes, uncross legs and hands and everything, and just come back to yourself. You know, just relax from the top of your head to your toes, like, you know, relax your face, relax the back of your head, relax your shoulders that are holding so much, your arms, your hands, relax your belly with love, relax the legs, the knees, the feet, everything. Feel the chair or the bed or wherever you're sitting. Just be here and now. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a second. Feel your body, feel your heart. Then release it and breathe out. And now you ask yourself, what I really need. What I really need right now. How does your body feels right now? Is there some tension everywhere? In any spot in your belly, maybe your chest, maybe your throat. Feel it. Try to give it a color, a shape. Is it moving? Is it static? How you feel this place, this tension, this maybe fire, maybe, yeah. What shape it has, the form, the shape, the size. And just be present with it. Ask it what this part of you need right now. And then just listen. Listen to the answer. Look what you can give yourself and that part of you, your inner child. Get in dialogue with it. And then stay with it for a second. Maybe you can imagine how it's getting out of your body in front of you. And just observe it, how it feels when it's out of your body, how it feels when it's getting far and far from you. In the distance, how it's getting smaller, smaller, how it loses its color. And it's getting smaller and smaller again until it disappears. And then take a deep breath again. And with the breathe out, release it completely. And then come back to that place in your body where it was and fill it with all the love you're capable of. With the light, with love, with warmth. And then come back to yourself again And now think about that. If you still want to eat something, if you can do something else to feel better, to feel good, you can journal on all the answers you got. If you didn't get any, don't worry. Maybe your inner child is not ready to share what the real needs are. That's okay. Just come back to yourself. And then take another deep breath in and out. And then when you're ready, you can open your mind, your eyes, and come back to you.
This was good.
And you can do it anytime when you feel like I'm eating the whole chocolate, or someone because I'm overwhelmed. Just come back to yourself, to your body, look where it is, what do you need, and and write about it. The journaling really helps. Like after this, calibration, after coming to your body, feeling your body, breath. This is amazing. This is the easiest way to get out of anxiety and in these moments when you want to eat. I just come back to your breath. Something super simple like. And count like this box breathing, or how it's called, like four. Like you breathe in until 4 seconds, then you hold it for 4 seconds, then you breathe out 4 seconds, then you hold it for 4 seconds. Like if you do that even 4 times, even 1 time, it's better than nothing. I can promise you, after doing it a few times, you will feel completely different, and then you can take your decisions and be nice and kind to yourself. Even if you ate the cake, if you even ate the whole refrigerator, it's okay. You needed that right time, because the old shame and guilt and blaming yourselves, it's not helping at all. You needed that in this moment, and that's okay. Don't feel like, I shouldn't. Well, this is how it was, And
yes, exactly. I would like to share this from perspective of a person who has been dealing with this all my life, pretty much. First you're gonna realize it, then you're gonna continue doing it. Don't be harsh to yourself. Like, take it step by step, and you might end up like not doing it 3 times, and then on the 4th you're falling. It's okay.
And you're human.
Exactly.
Yes.
Treat it with compassion and say, okay, this time I have extra stress, or I'm extra feeling this way. So, okay, I ate this cake, but okay, I'll try for next time. Like, take it step by step, because if you torture yourself and if you beat yourself up after, that's not going anywhere either.
No,
it's like you might actually do like the bounce back and start eating more. That happened to me as well. Like, don't tell me what to do, and then I'm eating more. It's like, what's going on?
This is why this decision took the child in you. It's not the adult person. Then the adult tries to control it, restrict the calories and do. But when the emotion, when the whole guidance is coming from that child, you cannot control it forever, Yes. And especially in these moments when it comes back, this moments of really wanting to eat something to just, feel better. After that, just reflect on it and say, okay, why I felt that way? Like, did my partner did something, or did some colleague or someone from the family, or what is the trigger for it? And then work on that, like where it's coming from, when was the first time, is that really true? Because sometimes we have some movies in our heads that are not just going all the time, but
voices of other people,
they're not true at all.
Yeah, exactly. And there's always a trigger. There's always a trigger. There's always something that hits you and you go there. So if you look for that, if you step by step, it's not going to happen for the first time.
But of course,
when you start looking at it and seeing it more, you start like observing. That's also so incredible with self-development and getting to know yourself, because at some point you're like inside and you see 2 other people and it's like, what's going on here? Like you can see the situation where it happens, what you do, and the result, and you're the observer at the same time. It's like, why I'm doing this. First, in the beginning, it's going to be like, why I keep doing this. I used to torture myself. Why you keep doing this if you know this? Well, because it's been like all my life. I can't just change it like this, Like, it took me a while. I also work with with the person, with yourself, then the environment, then slowly, eating habits, then finding a way to suit the moment. For example, with anxiety, for example, that's another topic, but for example, if you feel anxious, it's good to go for a walk. And that actually calms you, or like breath work. But if you can't breathe, just go for a walk. Just do around the block. You don't need to go far. Do around the block a few times, and you see it calms it down. And also walking is very good to work like both sides of the brain and the body, and it really helps. With sometimes you'll be hungry. That's the thing with food. Food is a bit tricky because sometimes you're hungry and you don't know if it's hunger or you want to binge. But the binging is after a certain point you're full, you're not hungry anymore. And then the topping up is actually, the binging, or you eating without being hungry. I used to have moments like I'll have lunch, for example, and an hour after that I want to eat something but big. It's like I'm not hungry. And now after that I'm not hungry, obviously,
Yeah.
And so it's very tricky with food.
Well, there are some tricks with the food we can do, like when we eat protein rich. Well,
That's also,
this is satisfying, and then you're not hungry for some time.
Yes.
When you restrict sugar a little bit, it helps a lot, because the more you eat, the more you want to eat it. So sugar is like another drug.
That's another,
So there's stuff.
Sugar is everywhere.
That you can do, but still come back to yourself and do what you really want and need. And you know what, don't be afraid and don't be ashamed to look for help, for a therapist, for a coach, for whatever you need to get out of it.
I even spoke to you once, remember? And you have this video online on your profile, and talking exactly about this, because I was like, I need some help.
Yeah, of course. That is, many people are afraid and ashamed to even talk about it. And this is something so normal, and if you talk about it, you will see that almost all the women around you are struggling with the same problem. So this emotional eating and all the the layers behind it, actually. So,
and if you've seen this in your family as well, that doesn't mean you have to continue. You might have grown up in an environment, whatever the situation is, but you're able to stop it and to change it. You're able to change your life for the better. You're not stuck in a position or in a condition or in beliefs or whatever. It might take you longer than other people, okay, but it can still happen.
It takes what it takes. Don't rush it. Don't just be with it, accept it, and in the moment that you are free, is going to be liberating, and it's going to disappear. And there are still some moments that the whole emotions and the whole patterns are coming back, but then you are aware of them and say, okay, wait, that's it. Okay, well, let's check. Am I hungry? If I want to eat, and also another thing, I don't know how it's in other cultures, but like in Bulgaria, you should eat the full
That's
plate.
what I wanted to say. Yes.
No, you eat whatever you eat, and if you don't want and if you don't feel hungry, just let it. In the plate. Yes, there are people have hunger around the world. Well, I'm not gonna stop the world hunger with my plate. I'm sorry saying that, but don't, because in the moment you go you are again, telling to your whole system that this is the way things are working, and it's like no.
Or put me less, or I'll put myself less, so I don't need to throw in the bin or whatever. Just take it less and see if you're hungry, then you can have some more.
Yeah, of course.
And it's also identity, isn't it? Like, if I'm not doing this, who am I? Like, what do I do if I'm not binge eating when I'm stressed? What do I do when I'm stressed if I'm not binge eating? Well, I take drugs, or I calm myself, or I journal. There's options. You can choose. Go for a walk, call a friend, or use alcohol. I don't know. There's always two sides. You can choose. But it's possible to change. I was nearly giving up. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be like this forever. It's okay. But then
it's part of the journey too.
It needed to shift a few other things. With me, it's more like identity, maybe, because for me, it was like all my life.
But this is something familiar, and we are afraid so much, and the ego inside of us and that identity we've built is so scared of the unknown, of new things, of new, so it's going to pull you back to whatever is, even if it's miserable. It doesn't matter. It's it's something that you can control, something that there are no surprises. But with awareness, just be aware of that and question it. This is how it starts, and then you will see like things are coming slowly, and they're unfolding, like where it's coming from, and then it's getting less and less, and awareness is getting more. And at some point you're like, oh, okay, well, that's it. I need this right now, and that's okay. And I'm continuing. That's my way. That's my path. That's the way the things are. And that's it.
Saying no, isn't it? Like it's not disrespectful to say no. Say no, I don't want anymore, or no, I'm not hungry, or I don't want to eat this, or eat now, or eat,
Oh yes, this is huge, because many times we eat because people are expecting us to eat, or the same with drinking, like, let's have a glass, because everyone's like, no, I don't feel like eating, I don't feel like drinking,
and
that's
like, what's wrong with you? It's always like a question about why. Because I don't want to drink alcohol.
I don't want to drink, or I don't want to eat, and that's absolutely okay. So this is a big one too. And there was something else I didn't want to interrupt you, and now I forgot. I forgot.
I interrupted you.
No, it's okay. About the eating again, the inner child was what was the second thing about eating the whole plate, and people pleasing. We covered this one too. Well, that are the main things, and just accept the way.
Where do we start? How can we start? Any tips for starting?
Well, again, being aware that this is happening right now.
The awareness. How do we get to awareness? Like with the desire, like we need to recognize the pattern, isn't it? We need to recognize that there's actually something that it's not.
Depending on the case, I believe, like for binge eating, emotional eating, for bulimia, and so it's the weight. Normally you gain weight and you're not happy about that. This is the first sight. And then you try everything else, but not looking into what's going on inside. And for the other part, like if you're, don't eat at all, that's
alarm.
This is alarm. Then you need really a medical professional who is taking care of that, and they're prepared to really help you. In that case, mostly the people around you are the one who are telling you, hey, this is not healthy. At some point, you will lose your hair, your nails, your teeth, like the whole body is suffering because it's not. It needs their nutrients, but it comes with the awareness that you want to eat when you're actually not hungry. When you just ate, and there's something that is making you looking for food. And some people say, like, you have to find another addiction, you can go for a healthier one, the tea, the sports, something like this.
Sports addiction could be addiction.
It could be a very extreme case, like if your whole world is it's focused on food, like thinking about food all the time. And this is already a signal. If you're eating without, being hungry, and you cannot stop. Like this was for me, was like, I ate so much, and I just cannot stop. It just it's not enough.
Getting like full until I can't breathe anymore.
No, but I still cannot stop. This was so, like, really, and then you feel so heavy after that. You feel really bad, like, how you digest it first, and then you feel so ashamed, and you feel like failure because you told yourself last time, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to stop. I will be disciplined. I will take care and control it, and then you failed, and then this self. There is a coach in Germany. She's not talking particularly for emotional eating and stuff, but she's like calling the inner dialogue, like the negative bullshit FM. Like I really love this. This is Laura Malina Zaila. And it is bullshit FM. So, you know, in that moments that you cannot stop, then you, all the time you're, you know, just all your thoughts are about eating and what I will eat and I want to eat this. And you cannot concentrate because you think about the cake in the fridge or the chocolate or something. And yeah, then come back to yourself and then ask yourself again, journal, breathe, go for a walk, call a friend, a loved one, hug yourself, you know, say something nice to yourself, do the mirror work, find your way to, you know, and then of course, if you after that you're still hungry, then you're hungry, go and eat, you know.
Yeah, obviously. If hungry, hungry, but yeah.
So yeah, I think that's are the, you know, the signs that there is a problem. And in many cases we try to lose weight with sports, with, you know, being disciplined,
Even with
going to
drugs,
the
sometimes
gym.
you swap one to another.
Yeah, which is not the help, because the root of the problem, which is exactly the inner part, you know, how you feel about yourself, what is your connection with yourself. And then there are many layers, like your connection to yourself, to your inner child, to your parents, to your siblings, to your partner, to your colleagues, to your friends. Like as long there is some tension thinking about someone, this is your sign that there's something you have to work on it. Like in the moment that you're peaceful and loving to anyone, of course someone is annoying from time to time, but you're like, okay, well,
that's different.
you know, that's life, and people are different, and it's normal to have, you know, conflicts or different opinions. But like if you think about someone and there's something coming out, like this is there's some work still to do, you know, because you're not in peace in yourself and you're still blaming someone else or yourself, or, you know,
Or something else, the situation or something that has happened.
But it's happened, it's in the past,
And it's done, yeah.
Don't go into that loop to living it every time. And this is again another thing they say, there are studies that shows like 90 seconds are enough to feel a feeling, an emotion, and then to release it. But we don't do it. We don't take these 90 seconds to stay with that pain, to stay with that guilt, to stay with that, grief. And we try to, just feel it with something else. Because the other times you feel that it's just a loop reminding you of it, because it's still not feel. So just taking care of your emotions, write about it in your journal, cry when you want to cry, don't suppress
please cry.
it.
I'm pro crying.
Some
people need to cry. Like if it comes to you, don't tap it up, don't bottle it down, because
or scream.
If you can't,
hit
take
something.
A pillow or something.
Not your partner or kids.
Be
Please.
careful, but just take that anger or whatever out, because it's actually helping you. You know, emotions need to get out.
And allow yourself to be bad, to be a bitch sometimes, to say what you think, to put your boundaries.
To eat the cake.
To eat the cake. Sometimes, well, it's okay, And so what? So, but this is you with all of it.
Yes.
It's not only the, where is light, there's always a shadow, like let's the photographer.
That's true. They say the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. I love that. It's so true. If you see it like in nature, it's like this: the brighter the sun is, the darker the shadow is. So think about it.
Accept them both. You are supposed to be human.
You are.
No,
you're supposed to be
human. But we try to be, I don't know what, saints or
perfect.
Or
something. Yeah, emotions bad.
You
this
don't have
bad.
to be.
Another thing bad. Well, hold on.
You are angry sometimes, and you are like, I had a conflict like a few months ago with women I really like, and I love the contact with her. We just disagree at some point, and like it was it happened a little bit uglier and like in front of other people, and it was like, because I became a little bit louder, I just allowed my anger to get out and say, hey, this is not how you do this, it's not allowed to do that with me, and I disagree. And then everyone else, and also her, or so she took it like, you know, it's something about against her.
Personal.
No, we can love someone so much, and we can still have conflict, and we can still have our different opinions, and this doesn't change my feelings about you or about anyone just because I was like, hey, I disagree with this, you know. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's not okay. So what we do, like, we suppress it. It's eating us from inside, you know, because we don't set the boundaries and we don't speak our truth, and then we blame other people. But you were in the first place the one who allowed this. Like, why didn't you say anything? And like,
because it's bad, isn't it? It's like, it's hard
to be bad, to be bitch is bad, you know.
It's bad. Saying no, it's bad. Saying no, it's rude. Saying no, like, no.
Disagreeing is bad. Like you're
no, but like, we have different opinions. That's okay.
and that's okay, absolutely. And again, you can have conflicts and you can still love people, and that's the most normal thing. Like, but you say like, you know what, I disagree with that, and then we can discuss and say, okay, you know, what we can do about it. You know, there is always a solution. When two adults are fighting, when two kids are fighting, like, you know, the inner kid, like what happened with the partnership and you know, in a loving relationship, then not the people who fall in love and the adults are fighting. You know, there are those both inner children that didn't get their you know, basic needs when they were young, and then we attract exactly the trigger for it. So because we didn't look at it, and this is again another topic. Let's go into
that's a big topic.
But yeah, just be aware of that and accept it. This is the place you're right now if you're struggling with this, and that's okay. You know,
and you're not alone.
It is protecting you, even if you don't believe in that. But this is actually has the best intentions, and you know, people get cancer, people get ill, people do other stuff, and you are only like, I don't want to, you know, but like, this is the way your body, your system is protecting you, and that's okay. And this is going to this shall pass too, you know, like everything else, with the awareness that this is happening right now. That's okay, you're human, you know, somehow you have to process all the stuff, and then going layer after layer, like, where it is coming from, what is the actual problem of it. Is because it's not the food, it's like something is making you need that food, so you're not, you know, feeling that emotion, and you're not thinking about it and dealing with it. And the moment you deal with that, stay present with that, ask it what it wants, you know, personify it, write about it, you will feel the
yes, give it some
relief.
space, give it some attention
And acceptance.
Yeah, acceptance, and you say and be compassionate, and be gentle to yourself, and it's okay. We all have something. I told you, like, my whole life I've been struggling with this, and I still created those photographs that people think, you know, who are you? You know, who do you think you are? Something like this. Well, this is a way to
Jacko. Every time, because see,
this is a way to heal that part of me. You know, this is what I used. So be gentle to yourself.
Compassionate, gentle, loving, accepting. That's it. It's all about this podcast, is, you know, self-acceptance, body acceptance, emotional acceptance, all of it. So take good care of yourself. And if you feel like sharing this episode with someone, if you think that this is going to be helpful for them, share it, subscribe, like, comment, so you can help us to also, you know, achieve other people who maybe need to hear and see this message.
Yes, you can let us know in comment if something has resonated with you, if you have tried anything,
what are your experience with the
yes.
topic. Yeah. And then see you
in the next episode.
Ciao, ciao.